Bonjour, my name is Émilie Cousteau. I'm a global luxury, business etiquette, and cultural intelligence specialist, and I help you understand the codes of luxury and navigate cultural differences with ease. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to take you with me to the amazing exhibition of the silverware of iconic French Maison Christofle in the Musée des Arts Décoratifs in Paris. I was so excited about this exhibition because I'm a huge fan of tableware. I'm a huge fan of Christofle. I'm a huge fan of silverware. I collect each and every piece that I can buy, I collect. And there was no way as well I was going to miss this exhibition. It's open in Paris in the Musée des Arts Décoratifs until the 20th of April 2025. So I really highly suggest you go and see this exhibition if you have a chance to pass by Paris. And it's absolutely beautiful. The scenography, everything, it's amazing. It's a must see. And I think this exhibition shows something very interesting. You know, in luxury, we talk about desirability, and this exhibition perfectly shows what long-lasting desirability is about and how we can transcend luxury, sometimes can transcend the simple notion of opulence. As a luxury expert, I wonder why the art de la table and silverware is such a social status symbol. And in this exhibition, we get a few keys to understand it through the prism of Maison Christofle. So in the late 19th century, the art de la table flourished thanks to the rise of the bourgeoisie. The bourgeoisie really at that time, historical time, embraced dining as a pivotal moment of sociability and representation. And the introduction of the service à la russe, which is a service on a separate on a separate table and on an individual plate, really transformed the social game around the moment that people are spending at the table around dinner parties, and the social representation. So when individual plating became the norm, Maison Christofle played a really pivotal role in this evolution because they made silverware a staple in the bourgeois life. Now, let's step back in history and remember that it was not until the late 18th century that individual cutlery became the norm in France. At that time, in the court of the King Louis XIV came up with all these rules of etiquette and started setting up the royal manufacturers of porcelain. So the art de la table really started booming in France, and not only in France, in Europe, in many countries of the world. And we started seeing the use of the table, the rise of the table manners and of the individual cutlery. Let's remember that even at the time of the king, the legend says that he had forbidden his grandchildren to use forks because he was really afraid that they would harm themselves using the forks, which could even maybe be used as weapons by ruthless children. And this is something that fascinates me because food can be something, it can be both something really basic, but it can also be transcended to becoming the most elevated and luxurious experience. Now let's talk about the brilliance of these luxury silver tableware. And it's not just about aesthetics. Yes, these pieces are absolutely beautiful, but they are also extremely convenient and practical for the everyday use. Yet, some pieces let me pondering their purpose, although I absolutely wanted them all. Let's look at my wish list. So here's some very iconic pieces that I loved in the exhibition. First of all, the champagne bottle handle, truffle stew pot. Well, that was just like, who is going to stew truffles in a silver pot? Caviar spreader, and a dozen silver plate holders. That one I was really scratching my head and wondering what these were for, from the Élysée Palace, which is the residence of the French president. I absolutely love them, but unfortunately, I've never seen any such item in any auction or in any antique market. So this was really, for me, a great discovery, something I never expected. And let's not forget the whimsical pieces such as the saucisson fork, the gherkin fork, the tuna scoops, the ice cream cutting serpent, the ice cream shovel, and so many others. A great thing you should really stop and pause when you're visiting this exhibition is the window, which shows the full array of cutlery, the description of all kinds of cutlery and what they are for. I think I spent like 15 minutes trying to learn them all by heart. And this is where I learned such a thing that as a tuna scoop or gherkin forks existed. I didn't know that before visiting the exhibition. It's not that we use them everywhere, every day, but it's still nice to learn about them. And so I was really touched by the talent of the silversmith who transformed such mundane objects into pieces of art. Take a look at the elephant toothpick holder or the biscuit box. So biscuit is a French kind of like desiccated piece of toast that is extremely crispy, but look at this biscuit holder. It looks a little bit like a very sophisticated handbag. I would love to have it and bring it with me everywhere. But once again, it was the first time I saw a piece like this. I never saw any such thing anywhere before. Now, another part of the exhibition that I loved shows how Christofle has really set the standard for travel hospitality. And the exhibition made a reconstitution, a perfect reconstitution of the inside of iconic vessels such as the Normandy cruise ship, the Concorde plane, and the VSOE train. And one of my really absolutely favorite part was the reconstitution of the inside of these planes. I could really feel myself sitting on these tables and enjoying the company. It was almost as if I could smell the atmosphere, and it's really like a travel in time. As we know, luxury is all about details, and I can tell you here, every detail was absolutely perfect. Now, let's touch on a bit of regret. As I was going through the exhibition, suddenly I stopped on a wall and I saw this small painting on the wall, this small drawing, and it was the drawing of this picture, the Lit du Nabab. So this Lit du Nabab was an absolutely monumental sterling silver bed that was crafted for the Sultan, Sadiq Muhammad Khan IV in 1832. Unfortunately, it has disappeared, so there was just a very small legend under this small painting in a room in the exhibition, and it was really like a coincidence that I stopped on this painting, and I was just wondering what a sight it would have been to see this absolutely huge piece, which was a technical marvel, because basically it was a bed that was flanked by 4 automated sculptures representing women, like real life-size women, complete with real hair, moving eyes, and fans that they could move to bring some fresh air to the Nabab. But let's be real, I'm not sure such a bed could have had its success in today's world, because of course, thank God, things have changed. But it was a touch of fun from a different time in history, and that's what I loved about this exhibition. It's really that it's made me travel throughout history, and you can imagine how different people's lives were at this time. But now, these timeless pieces of silverware still remain with us, and this is what I love when I collect antiques and I collect some iconic silverware pieces, is that I feel like I have a part of history and I'm bringing it into my everyday life. So I hope you have enjoyed this video and celebrated the timeless elegance of Maison Christofle. If you liked it, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and to like this video. And I will see you very soon here with more content on luxury, French art de vivre, lifestyle, and all the things that I absolutely love and that I share with passion. See you very soon. Au revoir.